Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and today I have a playthrough of The Loop. This is a cooperative game from Pandasaurus Games for 1 to 5 players in which we are playing time agents, stopping the evil Dr. Fu from destroying all of space-time. We're going to be going around the board, which represents the different eras of time. We're going to be fighting off against these drones and defending the land against the rifts that will be pouring through this dice tower or cube tower contraption over here. And we are going to try to accomplish missions and save the day before too many enemies come out and destroy everything. So Colin has a playthrough of this also on the One Stop Co-op Shop. You can check out the basic game there. I like to get a little bit deeper. I'm going to show you some of the more advanced scenarios, and I'm going to play the advanced scenario, the Ultramachina, which happens to be my favorite. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you. But before I do that, let me go ahead and tell you about the One Stop Co-op Shop. We are a gaming empire. We have content all over the place. We have our YouTube channel. We have our YouTube stream channel for a lot of variety of games. We have our podcast twice a week, Wednesday special topics, and Sunday gaming-centric interviews and reviews, all sorts of goodness on the co-op solo end. And we also have our Discord, which is the heart of our community. Lots of welcoming and safe and interesting and fun dialogue about all of your favorites. It is free to join. We have a Patreon in which you can purchase exclusive access to channels, but our Discord is completely free for anyone to join. We are the One Stop Co-op Shop, your one stop for solo and cooperative gaming goodness. So here are your time warriors that are enlisted to defend the space-time continuum. Each one is going to have a player board and also a standee that goes on the board. Before I get into what they actually do, I'd like to show you the solo mode, which is really snazzy in this game. Normally, each bot would get a deck of 6 cards. You just play them normally. In solo, you shuffle them together. So I regard this as a true solo in which you are controlling multiple characters, but you have one hand. You can use between 2 and 4 characters. I've chosen 3 for this playthrough. So then at the beginning of every turn, you would check which card has the starter symbol on there, and you would deal it out. So then I would continue to figure out who wants to go first. And green is the lucky winner. So then once you hit 3, you would play those. These cards would stay there. And then at the end of the turn, you would discard them and then draw again to see who activates. So it might be different characters activated at different times, but they will always be very fair because you're laying them out according to the starter deck. And for the decks that you're adding, you can control a little bit more who goes first, but I think this is an awesome little system that I'd love to highlight. Once you figure out who is the active player, you wake them up and they go. Generally, they're going to be dealing with threats on the board from 2 main sources. This is the main threat, which are these cubes over here. Every round, I'm going to be dropping cubes into the little tower over here, and they are going to go all over the place. And they are going to tell you about the fragility of each of these zones. If there are a lot of cubes in a zone, you know that it's very fragile and it has to be dealt with. The other threat here are these clones. So then this will determine at the beginning of the round how many of these cubes get dropped. The more clones in a zone, the more cubes you drop in a tower. You defeat them with card play. So each card will have some kind of condition that will either remove some red cubes or will deal with the clones. So then the way you deal with the clones is that if you are able to manipulate them and you're able to push one into its proper zone, then you've resolved its paradox. And you're able to put them back in the bag. Another thing that you could do is put these energy cubes out there, these green cubes. These are good. So then if I am in a zone with a green cube, I can use it to move an additional time. Movement is at a premium in this game. You can't just do it freely on your own. You need to use these energy cubes. You also get, once a turn, a move 1 era. A little bit later in the turn, I have tapped some cards because I've used them, If I'm in a zone with some energy in it, I could spend that energy to do a loop, which is untapping the card. This is the heart of the game, being able to manage your energy and manage your cards so that you can use them multiple times per turn. You can loop multiple times per turn if you had enough energy. So then the first one will cost 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And so that is how you get some pretty insane combos, which is where a lot of the fun of the game is. The goal of the game is to complete these missions that are on the outside of the board. So then these are removable tiles, and each tile is going to have a mission. You always have 2 that are visible. This particular mission says remove up to 7 cubes from 7 different eras. So then as I remove the cubes, eventually I'm going to fill this up. And if I end my turn on a completed mission, I get it. Yay! I get a little reward, and I'm one step closer to victory. Victory is completing 4 missions before 4 vortexes are placed on the board. Let's go to the right side. The way you place vortex is that if this fills up too much. So then if I get a 4th cube, then this would disappear. I would destroy whatever mission, even if it's completed, which is pretty devastating. Don't let that happen. And then I would put that piece on there, and then it would be just, a dead zone for now. Don't get too many of those. But let's say that I have completed the mission and I am standing at a place next to a card. Then I get to acquire that card. These are the advanced cards. This is how you deck build a little bit. In solo, when you acquire them, they go on top of your deck, and you can place them anywhere depending on which character you want to fire off. So definitely want to include the deck building aspect in your game. Here is the way that Dr. Fu fights back. So then normally in the basic game, you would use these cards. There's 1 per zone. And then as you pull cards, this would kind of zip randomly around the board. So you couldn't really tell most times where Dr. Fu was going. I am playing with the devastating Ultramachina mod, in which Dr. Fu will actually kind of Terminator style just stalk every single zone one at a time until it gets to the starter zone, which is the end of time place over here. Making it a little bit harder are these cards, which will come from this deck when Dr. Fu is in this zone. So that's Dr. Fu is, in case you missed it, right there in the middle. Then not only does it drop cubes, normally it fires off of this card. In this particular case, add 2 more clones. Ah! Every time he does a full loop, 7 zones, he will put 3 more cards on the board. You can defeat the cards by putting energy cubes on these markers. Once you fill the markers, then you would discard the card and get 1 energy cube back. So you have to really manage. Is a card, does it devastating? Do I have to destroy it? Can I destroy it given my resources? Or do I just ignore it and try to complete something else in the game? It creates another little decision matrix. Loop also has a number of mods that you can use to make the game harder. On there, you can swap them in, swap them out, and play different scenarios. So this you could add to any scenario. This is the vortex, but you can also use this side for the mega vortex. Normally when you end your turn on a space with a mega vortex, you lose. So that's definitely a way to make the game a little bit harder. You can throw in a number of super clones, S-U-P-A. Yep, that's it. There, you got that right. They will appear at various places on the board, and you have to deal with them like regular clones. Only when you destroy them, they summon more, which is bad. But the good part is that they also give you these perpetual energy cubes. Wherever they're destroyed, you can keep on using those. So if you want a game where you can fire off a lot of combos, build up a couple of these in this next to each other, and then just use them as much as you want. Finally, this is the centrifuge mod. Each centrifuge is going to correspond to a symbol on your card. So then you place them in a particular zone. In that zone, you could only do loops of that symbol. So if I had the spiral card loop set up and I was here, I could not do it until I add 3 cubes, and then I can destroy the centrifuge. This is an additional victory condition. You have to destroy the centrifuges if you're playing with this module. The vortexes mix and match. Those other modules don't. They're hard enough. Everything this game adds makes the game harder. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the playthrough of the Ultramachina mod. All right, so we're ready to get started with the playthrough. Still using this sideboard over here, it lets you know that at the beginning of every turn, including the first turn, you would add a clone from the bag and then add a card to the board. I have drawn my clone. It will appear in purple, and then its destination is right next to it, which is red. Not bad. Sometimes you have clones appear that are a lot further. That's not good. And then you add a good card, which is, in this case, is the massive dose of radium, which is going to add some energy, and then I put that here. So if I end my turn there, I can add the massive dose of radium to my hand. All right, so I don't like this start because I put in 2 cubes plus the number of clones. I happen to randomly pick 2 clones in the starter area, so we are going to drop 4 cubes, nice and evenly distributed right there. But it looks like blue is in imminent danger. So technically I should do this before I do all that board stuff, but that's okay. Doesn't make too much of a difference. I got a purple card right there. Got some pink. I'm spreading them out. Oh, baby. So now we are going to go with green. Green happens to be the most complex character, which is why I enjoy playing it. Their cards generally operate off of the destroying cards or having cards destroyed in the artifact deck. So I'm going to navigate destroying those top cards and doing what I can there. So let's go ahead and do that one first. The Dimensional Inverter. Destroy the top card of the artifact deck, and in this card's origin era, either destroy a void cube or move one of those things. It is green, lots of green coming out early. There is no clone, so I'm going to go ahead and destroy that void cube. The next thing I'm going to do is this Bermuda Triangular Treads. Add 1 to your era. Go ahead and do that now. And destroy the top card of the artifact deck. You may move to that card's origin era. Come on, movement. Come on, movement. Perfection. All right, so Bermuda Triangle is going to move me exactly where I want to be. I'm going to use the Precision Extractor card. Remove 1 void cube in the era, or 2 if you're in a vortex. I do not have a vortex in the first turn. Oh, yeah. So now, green's power, and this is why green is the most complex character. Once per turn during an action phase, if you are in the origin era of the last card played, you can resolve its ability. Supposed to combo very well with that Bermuda one because it puts you in the origin of the card. And I'm going to use Celtic Cauldron, going with the ancient motif over there. Any 2 agents can discard or destroy 1 card in their hand to move that card's origin era and add 1 there, 1 energy cube. In solo, that refers to the cards that are on the board over there. So she's going to discard this card. And in solo, that refers to the cards that are on the boards over here when you refer to a player's hand. I'm actually going to destroy this card. It's not that powerful, and it's a little bit of like culling. So let's take advantage of that. And then I'm going to move this character there and add a energy cube, which is good because I'm going to do a loop. We are going to do a loop. I could do something exciting and roll the dice, but I think I'm going to play it safe for now because the Dr. Foe is actually headed towards that. I'm going to drop more cubes there. So I'm going to untap this one and then play that again, which removes another cube. What I should have been doing was indicating that I'm removing cubes from different areas. I have removed cubes, void cubes, from 2 out of the 7 areas this turn. I should probably also have pointed out the second mission that was seen, which is destroy 1 clone in 6 different eras. That is the green is not doing that this turn, but I need to keep in mind that I need to do that too. The other turns, to end my turn in blue, I am going to get the Mirror of Amaterasu, draw 1 card, remove 1 from that card's origin area, more randomness, and that goes on the top of the solo deck. All right, so next turn, I have discarded all of green's cards and dealt out some more. Got some cards available, so the next person will go pretty quickly. And I dealt 3 cards to Mr. Time. The Mirror of Amaterasu could have gone to anybody, so I gave it to Mr. Time. But before they go, the board has to go. Dr. Foe pulls out a clone for green, which is headed towards here. Got a couple of easy moves if I can get the cards to come together. And we are going to get an artifact card, which will be in blue. Again, nice. Spartan Shield to move up to 2 of these in your era. So the game is leaning me towards getting rid of a lot of voids, not so much eliminating the vortexes. Let's go ahead and move that over there. I have 1 clone in blue, so let us go ahead and put some cubes in there. 1, 2, 3. Good thing I had cleaned this up last turn. It is now Mr. Pink's turn to wake up. And they are going to use the mirror right away. Draw 1 card, move 1 cube from the card's origin era. So then when you draw cards in solo, even if it's another person's card, that card, you can play that on the turn, which is really nice. So then in purple, I get to remove a cube, which that's nice. And that counts towards the goal. So I'm already 3 towards that goal. And then I have an available power in another agent's era, either add 1 energy or remove 1 cube. Let's do that. Getting rid of that. Like I said, remove 1 cube from the agent's era. Lots of cards that remove the void cubes. The reason I'm doing that is because I have 1 more chance to drop cubes there before it disappears into the ether. So I want to make sure that this is nice and clean. For my 4th card of the turn, we are going to add 1 energy to another agent's era and then move myself up to 2 eras. Mr. Time is kind of the shtick where they pay attention to whatever else people are doing. I love those characters. They are going to move here. And I can do a loop to wake up one of my cards, but I only have these 2 symbols available. So I'll save it and hope that the next character will be able to wake up that way. At the end of the turn, let's pick up another card. The Spartan Shield and move up to 2 in your era. Have a feeling I'm going to be using that the very next turn. All right, so new round. I put the Spartan Shield on top of Robo Finisher and gave it to her because I like pairing the starred cards. And so it'll be Robo Finisher's turn. Dr. Foe is going to add a token. So that is there. And we are going to add a card to the area, which is the Strawberry Donut. Sure, I'll take your word for it. All right, so that's there. And now we get to put some more cubes. So I move that. 4 more cubes. I am not managing the clones at all. I haven't destroyed a single clone yet, but I'm destroying a lot of cubes. So I guess that puts me ahead, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! All right, I think I have some resources for that, though. All right, so Robo Finisher is going to wake up, and as I thought I would need, I am going to use the Spartan Shield to remove 2 cubes from there. Wow, I think I removed like 6 cubes from that area. We are going to use the trap to move, save an energy cube for where my friends are right there. And we are going to also use this one, Random Punchline Generator. Look at that, nice tape cassette. In Dr. Foe's era, add an energy or remove a cube. We know what we're doing. Look at all those cubes that are there, and I'm going to put that here. We are going to use an energy to do a loop. There we go. We're going to get these back, and we're going to do that again. We're going to do Spartan Shield in this area, and then we are going to generate a random punchline in the area too. So then that allows me to eliminate these 2 cubes. Wow, I am doing super good on that. And since there's no cube to remove, I'm going to put an energy right there, which I'm going to use immediately to move to this zone. The reason I did that is because I want to use my last card for the turn. So Robo Finisher has these cards that are empty, but our starter cards are actually more powerful than the standard ones. Push up to 2 these robot things to the adjacent era. We are going to push these 2 to an adjacent era, and this one is going to explode. Get out of here, Paradox of Time. And that will progress this goal, destroy 1 in 6 different eras for green. cleans this out so I won't get as many cubes when it moves here, but it puts pressure on me because this doesn't look good. We shall see what happens. I am going to spend 1 cube to move and end my turn on green so I get the massive dose of radium. Choose any era and add energy there until there are as many energy as there are clones. Look at all those clones. May just take advantage of that right away. All right, so new round. I gave the massive dose of radium to Mr. Time, and I had a run on Mr. Time. 2 of his starter cards, so he is the active player. Let's go ahead and pull another Paradox from the bag, which I'm really doing badly with. Of course, now we're starting to get clones that need to travel a whole lot of area. And another card in green, Edison's Light Bulb. Resolve the ability on one of their cards in their hand. Nice. A little bit of flexibility right there. That's where you start to get the really advanced moves. And since I did so good, well, too bad. Hate when that happens. I was ready to put down 2. Instead, it's 3. Okay. We are leaving yellow for now, so I can ignore it, but pink has its first. Also, the extra Machina card is here. Haven't had to deal with those, now I got to deal with them. So add 1 Void Cube to the purple era. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of an intricate turn. This is what makes the game fun. All right, so we're going to first get our board movement right there. And then we are going to use some move. Well, actually, first, before I do that, I am going to use double battle monocle. Move 1 clone from your era to another agent's era. That's going to be this one. Boop! Look at that. Get out of here. And I get credit for a destroying in blue. So that goes there. Now I'm going to use some energy. I think this is going to be worth it to get over here. And I am going to use the grapple hook to move a clone over here. Boop! Destroyed another one. Beautiful. Before I did that, though, I'm about to do this. Massive dose of radium. Choose any era and add energy there until there are as many there. So that's more of a bank right there. But having 3 energy because there were 3 things over there is really, really good. Mr. Time has a power. Once per turn during your action phase, you may move another agent 1 era. That is going to be Big Girl over there, V Girl. And I'm going to spend this energy to loop and reawaken the battle monocle. Move 1 from your era to another agent's era. Let's get this one out of here. This will set it up so that I get another destroyed thing eventually closer to the zone, and I only drop 3 cubes instead of the 4. I am extremely happy with that turn. And I finally get a card to help me mitigate some of these eras. So then, the clones. So we are going to put that on the top of my deck. All right, I knew this would happen. So I'm getting close to the bottom of my deck, and I only took 1 turn to roll a finisher. Gave her the strawberry donut, and then got 2 of her awesome base cards as well. Won't be looping, but I won't need to. Let's see what I get for a little creature that is going to be here. I'm going to put that right there. That works out for me. And then we are going to pull a card for purple. Okay. So the way it works is that you can choose, if you end, anybody who ends in purple, you can choose which card you want. This particular one, more pulling of clones. And let's go ahead and turn over here. We have 3, so let's go ahead and plunk 3 down and see what happens. I have definitely had it where I just instantly destroy an area. That's part of the luck of the game, but this one is evenly distributed. All right, we wanted some clone destroying action. We have some clone destroying action. First of all, 1,000 League Bolts. Move to any era, then push 1 clone there. Let's go ahead and move here and push this along 1 step closer. Remember, I'm trying to get diversity in which clones I destroy, so nice to have that there. Next one, the donut. Oh, baby. pull any number of one of these things from adjacent eras. I'm going to pull this in, get this closer to purple, and destroy that guy. We're going to use an energy. I definitely have to mind the energy that I'm using because I don't have much left here with all these clones. But we're going to deal with that with Confusion Dart Launcher. Pull one from an adjacent era, then push one to an adjacent era. So then look at that. Pull, push, yoink. And her power is, starting with the second one that I destroyed, so I destroyed 3. You destroy in your turn. Each time you destroy one in any era, add 1 or remove 1. Oh, baby. So I'm going to do 1 and 1. Let's destroy this, and let's leave an energy cube just in case green needs to move. What a turn. Or I could be greedy. Although I'm on the same team, so I think I can do something to set up for the next turn. So then I'm going to move here. I'm actually going to end there. And then I'm going to pick up the hoverboard on wheels, push 1 to an adjacent era, then move to any era. Mobility is king here. Have to keep in mind my missions. I just destroyed a red cube in the End of Times. And I've also destroyed clones in purple and red. I only need 1 more to finish this. Ended up giving the hoverboard on wheels to V-Girl. Did not have to draw at all because they already had 2 on their card. Let us get a clone. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, actually, at least it's going to pass by. That's okay. Let's get a card. The Philosopher's Stone. Remove up to 2 from your era. Add 1 for each you removed. Oh, that's nice. Whoa. That's a really good one. Too bad it's a blank, but that's okay. Here is the bad news. Well, this isn't such bad news because it's only 2. Okay. And that's the bad news. Add 2 clones. I'm going to want to get rid of that. So then we're going to add them both in purple. See if we could manage that a little bit better. All right, so let's go ahead and finish a mission for this turn. We are going to use movement to move to the next zone. We're going to use the double joystick. This is not a great card on its own when you don't have vortexes, but at least you can move. Moving being at a premium. Let's go here. We are going to use the hoverboard on wheels. Push 1 into an adjacent era, then move to any era. That's much better. Wham! Fantastic. We have gotten rid of that, and we have completed the push stuff into stuff mission. I forgot to do something while I was here. This card is still on the discard pile. It is on the top, and her power is to operate the card on the top if I'm in that zone, which I was. And so that one's pretty simple. Add 1 to an adjacent era, which will be here. Sorry about the interruption. Let's continue with the hoverboard. We're going to move to any era. We're going to move here. And we are going to use the 5D glasses. Add 1 to the next era or any vortex. So then you would count this way because that's chronological. And we are going to add 1 there. We're not going to destroy it this turn, but we got to get it out because I don't like it. We're going to loop, and we are going to loop the 5D glasses. I was tempted to loop the other one, but I think it's too valuable to get the ones on here. So I'm hopeful that I can just get rid of that before the end of next turn. Let's end our turn and get a couple of things. First of all, Edison's Light Bulb. Choose another agent. Resolve an ability on one of their cards in hand. Okay, I'll take it. And since I'm here, I'll have to be here in order to complete the mission. Can't complete it from anywhere else. I am now 1 out of 4 missions down. Destroy 1 in 6 different eras. Did it. Bam. The reward is every character can draw a card, an extra artifact card. In solo, you just draw 2 because you're just still 1 player, and I can pick which one I want to put on top of my deck. All right, I got some Columbus Quadrant, which adds energy, and Bat of the Final Judgment. How can I resist Bat of the Final Judgment? That is mine. The way this works is that you actually reveal the next, or the mission in Dr. Foe's area. And if this one is occupied somehow, then just keep on going. So I'm a little bit worried about this one. Remove one from Dr. Foe's area 5 times. That's not a problem, but I'm about to drop 4 cubes, and if I get 2 cubes here, then I lose this. So I'm going to predict that happens, actually. I'm prepared. But before I go, I ended up drawing the rest of my deck. These 2 cards that I got, I ended up giving to Robo Finisher to go along with the Time-Proof Coat. A nice loop is waiting for me if I can pull it off. Let's go ahead and pull a little guy over here. That's there. And thanks to extra stuff being added, I have to add 4 cubes. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got pretty lucky right there. Although red is starting to cause a problem too. I have a feeling I'm going to lose one of these 2. In addition, I also have to do this synthetic art alert. Add 1 to the Renaissance era. This game keeps up the pressure. Oh, forgot to add my card over here. Pasteur's Vaccine. More card destruction. So that'll go in green. Alright, so this is going to be a sedentary turn. And I'm going to make some hard choices. I'm going to let the end of times burn. I mean, so many cubes are on the board at this point. I don't even know what I'm doing. So first of all, I'm going to use Edison's Light Bulb. Choose another agent to resolve an ability on their hand and either discard or destroy it. I'm going to use the Middle Manager's Suit. Place any agent in another agent's era and add a cube there. I'm actually going to destroy this. Starter card. We don't need those. Let's go ahead and put that agent there and put a cube. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to Time-Proof Coat, remove 1 from an adjacent era. Goodbye. And that one actually gets placed over here, which is why I wanted to do that. And the Bat of Judgment, remove 1 from Dr. Foe's area. Does a couple of things. 1, clears that out and also fulfills this other quest. So I remove 5 of the cubes, so that would be 1. We are going to, you guessed it, loop. And turn that back, and then we're going to turn and remove these 2 cubes. And we have done it again. 2 out of 5 already. I like that. Last thing is Edison's Light Bulb again, which will hit the V-Gun. Push 1 into an adjacent era. This is going to get destroyed as well. Starter card. Get out of here. We're going to push that here, and we're going to move that to the bag. Nice turn. The end of the round, we're going to pick up Laser Vacuum, remove 1 from any 2 agent eras. More cube removal, which we are going to need. Next turn, top of the round, since Dr. Foe is returning to the end of times, I dealt the Laser Vacuum to Brobo, because what goes together. Ended up getting these cards, which I will use to fight back. Showing this because we are now in Era 2, and we are going to draw 2 clones from the bag. That is going to go here and head towards green, and we are going to, oh man, I hope I can deal with that pretty soon. So then we get another artifact card. I've done a real good job sweeping up artifact jobs and culling, so hopefully that pays off for me. A card for Purple Plasma Ball. Push 1 in any agent's era. And get some energy. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. All right, so I fully anticipate losing red on this. I'm hopeful that all 4 of them go here because there's no overflow. It just you absorbs them all. So come on, all of them. Nope, don't want that. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Boom! So we lose this. Those stay. These go. This goes. All the cubes go. And we get our first Vortex. All right, this is definitely going to be a do the best I can turn because I just don't have a lot of energy to do much else, but we'll do the best. All right, so we're going to move 1 to the end of times. I can be there, that's fine. It's only the Mega Vortex where I would die if I ended there. So then we're going to use this to add an energy cube right there, and also use this to remove 1 from any, nope, not yet. I'm going to use the energy cube to move. That was just a regular use. That was not a loop. Now we are going to push 2 of the clones to an adjacent area. Boop. That's dead right there. And this one is primed to, be removed right there. Now we're going to use this. Remove one from places with our agents. So this one and up here with green. Take my word for it. There we go. I'm lucky. This didn't matter, but I completely forgot. When they hit the end times, they get 3 more cards. These Destructo cards over here. 2 cards in the medieval era, which I will show you when I get to it. Also, same for the green area. I have a lot. All right, new turn. I ended up getting 2 starter cards from Mr. Time, and I had given them the Spartan Shield. So it is Mr. Time's time as the active player. Time. More bad news. Let's go ahead and do 2 of these. So we get 1 right there. That's not bad. And 1 right there. That's worse because we're headed towards there. Let's get a card, which I did not claim a card last turn. Very upset about that. Ooh, draw 1 to move to any era. That's just action economy right there. Hopefully I could end my turn there. Doubt it with the lack of energy, but oh well. Let's go ahead and rotate this and add 3 cubes. A loss condition, not only if I add the vortex or 4th vortex, is if I add another vortex. So I do need to keep this clean. And there you go. All right, let's see what I can do with this hairball of a turn. First of all, I'm going to use my power to move an agent 1 space. That's Mr. Time. We are going to use the double battle monocle. Move 1 of these little guys, the clones, to their era. That's going to destroy it. That's pretty nice. Then we are going to use this one, the Terraform Temporo Dynamic Mohawk. Add 1 to another agent's era. Then move myself up to 2. That's going to go here. We're going to do whatever we can to take those out. I'm about to get hit with 2 of them. Don't like that at all. We are going to move. Well, first of all, we are going to use the Spartan Shield here and get rid of the cube there. And then we are going to, before I move, I'm going to use one of these cubes, which were banked, to loop. And I'm going to get these 2 back. Let's move to move 1 over here. And this is the big one right there. I'm going to use the Spartan Shield to get rid of these cubes. Get out of here. And that fulfills that last mission. If I could end my turn with another character. Not that one, but another character. Last one I can do this again. Move 1 clone from my era to another agent's era. Get out of here. Set you up to be punted over pretty quickly. That is the best that I can do. All right, end of the turn. I have 2 really, really strong options over here. The Galileo's telescope is just action economy, free movement, but I think I'm going to go with the Philosopher's Stone, seeing how the game is going. Move up to 2 from your era, then add 1 to your era for each one you remove. I have too many red cubes, 2 food green cubes. We know where that what I need there. The Philosopher's Stone went straight into the Robo Finisher's hand. We got 3 empty cards over here in terms of the symbol, but 3 powerful cards. I don't like the look of this. I stand a good chance of losing that, and I'm going to trigger these 2 things. Boy, no good for me. First of all, let's pull some more clones, 2 clones. Thought I was doing good in this game. I feel like I'm not doing that good. Let's go ahead and get a purple. Headed towards blue, and another purple headed towards yellow. That's not too bad, I guess. Let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boo! That was the worst possible outcome, because not only did I trigger a void, I did not eat the excess right there. So, second void. Don't like it. All right, so let's resolve these in order. Choose any agent to discard 2 from the top of their draw pile. Remove 1 of the origin card for each there. So I only have 1 agent, only have 1 draw pile. I'm going to discard 2 starter cards. And neither place has energy. Not having energy actually benefited me. That's what you get. This one is just really easy. Add another red cube amongst many, many red cubes. on the board. I should have played a game with more energy. I feel like I'm just not generating the energy for all the stuff that I'm using. Oh well. All right, this has a chance to be a pretty good turn. All right, first of all, we are going to use Confusion Dart Launcher. Pull one from an adjacent era, then push one to an adjacent era. Hey, look at that. 2 bots destroyed. Her power is that she gets to either remove a red or put an energy. I think I'm going to put an energy there for now. This one's not going to get any for a little while, so we'll see what happens there. And then 1,000 League Boots. 1,000 League Boots. Move to any era, then push one there to an adjacent era. We're going to move over here and get this one out of the way. Hopefully we can get that going next round. And we are going to use this Philosopher's Stone. Booyah! Remove up to 2 from your era. Add 1 to your era for each one you removed. Get out of here. And then also use that one. Yeah! I finally got rid of one of these. Goodbye. Maybe I got rid of the second one. I'm not sure. I think that was my first one, though. And then you actually take the last one that finishes it and you put that in there. Oh, that's nice. And then another goes here. Going to use that. That just dropped in. We're going to move over there. We're going to use our tile to move again and end in this area. Fantastic. So we're going to get 2 things over here. Shiva's Trishula, which is a good match for her. And we are going to finish that mission. Finally, I feel like that mission's been there all day, which it has been. So we're going to get that, and we're going to count that as complete. And, got to pick that from the artifact deck. Get to keep one of these. So then Feather of Quetzalcoatl. Is it? Yeah, Quetzalcoatl. Ready one in your hand. When you re-exhaust it, either discard or destroy it. So you get to loop a card, which is nice because that counts for those really powerful symbolless cards. And then Steam Locomotive. Remove one from your era, then move. I think this Feather of Quetzalcoatl wins the day there. When I complete that, I reveal a new mission. So that would be from Dr. Phobe moving forward. The next mission is Loop the Loop. Oh, no. I need energy for that. Do a loop in 6 different eras. Good luck to me on that. All right, so these are the 2 cards that I pulled. I ended up giving them to V-Girl, who had the massive dose of radium, which I really want to play this turn. I'll show you why. Okay, let's get 2 more bots out there. I finally cleared out that area. Hopefully another one doesn't land there. Nope, we're going to flood the zone in purple, and that's too bad. I'm going to put a bot there. Boo! Let's go ahead and reveal another card. Tesla's Teleporter. Manipulate the clones. That's going to go there. And the Moment of Truth. Not that Moment of Truth. I have no cubes here. Just wait until I get into this area. So there we go. 1, 2. What? Come on! Unfortunately, I have no way to clean those reds. Not one. Ugh. Oh, well. So let's use the massive dose of radium to put 3 cubes over here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that completes this hyper productivity. Was going to add more red. No, thank you. So able to complete that and put that right. Oh, those go away, and that energy goes there. That'll be useful. Going to use Feather of Quetzalcoatl to do it again. And so I get to put another 3 there. So that'll be good for loops. And I get to choose whether I discard this card or destroy it. That'll definitely be discard, not destroy. We're going to move over 1 to this area, and we're going to use Shiva's Trishula to destroy one of these things in the era. Goodbye. Let's do a loop. which adds a cube over here, which I don't know if that's going to matter because I have a feeling this is what's going down. We'll see, maybe not. And that will bring back my cards. We're going to use Shiva's Trishula again to destroy one in my era. We're going to use Feathers of Quetzalcoatl to ready it. And then when I re-exhaust it, I discard it. So I'm definitely going to discard it, but I'm going to destroy this one too. Smash! Smash, 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 smash. I like that a lot. That was fun. I would loop again, but there's no point because I only have one card left in my hand. I discarded the other two. All right, at the end of the turn, I get to pick one of these two cards. It will be something that gets rid of bots. Discard or destroy one card in your hand. I like that one because it lets me call. And then destroy one of that card's origin era. We're going to go with that one. All right, picked up some new cards. Dealt some to the players. Ended up dealing some with Mr. Time on the Iconic Telegraph. And got some specialty cards too. Let's go ahead and put out two new bots. More in purple. Purple is a mess. Purple is a complete disaster. Got 4 of them there. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Nope. Not Moment of Truth time yet. Time for the Rubik's Cube. Now it's time for the Moment of Truth. I really, really hope I do not lose pink. So that is I could lose pink or I could lose whatever this one is. Yellow. I think this is like the global stage or something. Oh, that's perfect. And that's perfect. Oh. My knees are melting. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is the Bat of the Final Judgment. Remove one from Dr. Faust's area. So that would be here, and that's going directly to this mission. Hopefully I can complete it, and hopefully it doesn't explode before next turn. How did I get myself in this position? I'm going to use Mr. Time's power to move another character 1, and we are going to use the starter card in another Agent's Era. Add 1 cube. That is going to be here, and that's going to finish this. No more bots. Bye-bye. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. Okay, I have another time to use. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and... Okay, actually, since I'm going to do a loop here. So that would go here. And I am going to wake this up and use it again. Only I'm going to remove a cube, which puts the cube... Oh, does not put a cube there because Dr. Faust's not there yet, but he's getting there. I am going to move, use my this thing over here, whatever player board, to move there. Going to use this to move again, and then I'm going to use the strawberry donut to lighten up the load on purple. Whoop! And destroy one of these. Hopefully set that one up to be destroyed soon. You know what? Sure, why not? Buy me a little bit more time. I'll pull this one here. I know I'm not going to destroy it, but at least I've lightened up the load on purple. New turn. Everyone got cards. Ended up pulling the Mirror of Amaterasu and chose to go with green. I think green could do some good stuff. Two bots. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! That's right where I don't want it to be. All right, so going to do 4. If I get unlucky, then I'll lose 1. 2. Okay, that was not as unlucky as it could have been. All right, so first of all, we're going to use the mirror. Draw 1. I get to use it. Remove 1 from that card's origin era. See what I get. Okay. I'm going to be able to use that. That's a starter card. Anyway, and I get to remove that. That may come in handy. I don't know if I'll last that long. And then I have a bunch of cards that just like destroy everything. All right, we're going to use this card. Add 1 to your era, then destroy the top card of the artifact deck. I can move to that card's origin era. So let's get an energy going there. The top of the artifact deck is the Holy Grail. That just gets discarded, and I can move there if I want to. We'll use Dimensional Inverter, destroy the top card of the artifact deck, and in that card's origin era, do a thing. Do a good thing. All right, that is, the origin era is my era. That's nice. Oh, wow, beautiful. Because I am going to destroy this, and that goes here. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, fantastic. That's great. So then I'm still going. All right, so that's great because now I can use her power. The power is in that era, and that power is going to be draw 3 cards, keep 1, and discard the others. Had to reshuffle a little bit. Got some decent-ish cards, but I'm going to go with the donut. Oh, yeah. Let us do the donut right there. Pull any number of clones from adjacent eras. That's definitely going to be this, and that is going to get rid of that. I am going to use this to loop. That allows me to put a 3rd out of 6 over there. We're going to loop the dimensional inverter. We're going to keep on rolling the dice. Over there somewhere. I can, what the dimensional inverter does, it lets me destroy one of these things, which is going to be that as well. And Pasteur's vaccine, we're just going to keep on destroying cards, or discarding them actually. I can destroy one of the cards in my hand and then remove a bot from that era that is going to be here, that is discarded, and is going to remove that bot. I don't know if that was the best turn, but it was certainly a decent enough turn. Next turn, pull some starter cards for the Mr. Time, so easy choice there. Going to get some removal going, lots of cube removal. 2 more bots to replace the ones that I destroyed. More in purple. Come on, give me a break. What's going on here? This could be horrendous. I have a feeling that I'm going to lose this one right here. Let's see what happens. There it is. That is a 4th cube that is in the vortex zone, and that is a loss. I was super close, I think. Well, not that close. But I got okay. I mean, that's why I like this challenge. Had a little bit more overhead with the cards, a little bit more to manage. So you feel like you're behind, but I have beaten this scenario, and it is really fun when you do. So wasn't successful this time, but I hope that I played enough of it to give you a real idea of what was coming. There would have been 3 of more bots coming out. There would have been more cards coming out. So I usually don't last too deep in that way. So I'd want to try to get the win before that 3rd round comes. I was a little bit behind, but I thought I did okay. Did the best of what I have. So this is Jason with the One Stop Co-op Shop. That was the loop, our deeper dive into the advanced modes. Let us know what you think. Do you enjoy these deeper looks into games? Kind of doing the same play, but exploring the advanced modes. Would you rather see us, do new games, whatever you want? We are at your service here at the One Stop Co-op Shop. So this is Jason reminding you that we will see you at the next stop.